Hey guys, it's me, Brendan, and I'm back today for another Spirit Halloween YouTube video. As you see on the screen, there have been more animatronic images that have been leaked. I might be a couple days late to this, but I kind of just wanted to wait and see if there were any more leaks to cover these. So, today, I'm showing the animatronic theme manual images for the Reaper's Laboratory and the Testing Lab. The Reaper's Monster Lab will be the front theme, and the Testing Lab will be the back theme. So, these are the images from the manual. This is Nozzles the Clown, which is a new type of clown that Spirit has not done yet. As I've said, he is a radioactive clown. He shoots green fog out of his hands, and his eyes light up yellow. So there's going to be a new activation thing. Instead of it being a step pad, it's actually going to be a lever that you pull down to activate the animatronic. As you can see, this says Testing Lab Merchandising, Nozzles the Clown. So this guy's going to be in the testing lab in the back. This is the box art, but it's way too blurry to actually read anything. And I'm really excited for this dude, because it's a unique type of clown that Spirit hasn't really done before. I wouldn't say the color scheme is unique, because, the red, white, and black and all that. I just feel like the theme of the animatronic is different. Like, the radioactive. I feel like Spirit hasn't really done that. They may have in the past, but not with a clown. They may have done it with, a zombie, but still. Let's just move on to the next animatronic. Alright, so up next we have Monty, which is in the adult horror merchandising section. Right next to all the Ghostface and Scream stuff. He's going to have his own little display, just like Sam and Shorty had last year. It's going to be kind of like a circus ring. He actually really reminds me of those, monkeys that used to clap the cymbals together. The toys that kids used to always play with. But now it's been turned into a giant monster. Yay! Well, Monty actually has a step pad. I think there's actually going to be some step pads for this year, but the testing lab theme is going to have the, levers and all that. So there's not much to say, other than that his face is terrifying. I'm excited to see him in person, and let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have Lucky Bottoms. Now, I covered Lucky Bottoms in another video that I saw, that I uploaded. You guys saw. I covered the box art for him, but this is what he's going to look like in the testing lab. And he looks different than he does on the box. Yeah, he looks pretty creepy. But he's supposed to convulse back and forth, and, I'm pretty sure Monty is actually supposed to clap his cymbals together, but Lucky Bottoms is kind of just laughing manically while convulsing back and forth. He actually has a step pad, unlike Nozzles the Clown. I need to stop saying so much. Sorry, guys. There we go again. Let's see. So, yeah. Lucky Bottoms is pretty cool, but I'm excited to see him. I don't know if I'm going to like him enough to buy him, but we'll have to see once Spirit releases the sneak peeks. And actually, at the time that I'm recording this, there's only about 2.5 more days until Spirit's 10/31 countdown's over. So I'm excited to see what that has. And let's move on to the next animatronic. The next animatronic is going to be the ones that you see when you first walk in. This is going to be in Reaper's Monster Lab. It is Possessed Pumpkin from the merchandising. And he's going to have a step pad, yes. Step pad activated. But if you see back here, It looks like there's an animatronic right there. I will cover him in a minute. His name is Bog Zombie, but Possessed Pumpkin, I can tell just by looking at him that he's kind of a reskin of Crouchy, although I feel like they kind of, like, went a little plain with his clothing. They could have put just a bit more detailing in there, but I do really like his head sculpt because it has a real good amount of detail and just looks so scary. So I'm really excited to see them. Up next, we have Bog Zombie, who is in the front theme of Reaper's Monster Lab. So he actually, a lot of people seem to comment on how they really like him. He is a new type of zombie, but he actually is not, like, this isn't just because the manual's black and white. He is actually black and white, like a black and white zombie. I don't know if Spirit was kind of trying to go for kind of the vintage style of zombie, but it looks pretty damn cool. So next up, we have Lil Skelly Bones. So Lil Skelly Bones is a returning animatronic, actually, from 2014 and 2015. He was, well, just like a little skeleton boy who was on a swing, but I'm pretty sure now he's, like, crouching down and covering his face, but then I'm pretty sure he rises up and, like, uncovers his face. But he doesn't have a swing set anymore, which I'm surprised about. Although, if they did put a swing set with him, I would have questioned where they were going to hang the swing set from. So I guess I'm kind of glad that they didn't put a swing set with him. Up next, we have Lord Raven, who is actually one of the ones I'm really excited about. Over here, you can see the setup for Monty. Lord Raven has a note, and it says, "Note, Lord Raven's arms are posable and must be bent inwards before connecting them to the rest of the body. To ensure walkways are clear and safe, arms should not extend too far past the edge of the rimmer." So, yes, it's pretty cool, because, yeah, I mean, just look at him. He's like this Plague Doctor style Raven, and he just looks so cool. He is $299, which is a bit much, but I'm really excited to see what this guy sounds like and what he does. Because out of all the animatronics from this year, I feel like he is the one that I would probably get the most. Next up is Tombstone Terror, who will be right next to Bog Zombie and Grimm in the front theme of Reaper's Monster Lab. On the box art, you can see, I think, is a skeleton head popping up from behind the tombstone. So I think a skeleton just pops out from behind, which is really similar to a animatronic that I'm about to show in a second. Tombstone Terror seems pretty basic. Probably not going to buy him, but we'll have to see what he does in the future. This is Mr. Punchy, who at first I thought his his legs and his pants, I thought it was like a blow up, and I think that might actually be how it is. He might actually have inflatable legs, because that's actually how it looks. But Mr. Punchy looks really cool, and I'm excited to see him in store. Now, I'm not going to be commenting on these animatronics that much, because I don't really have much to say about them right now. And I kind of want to save my first impressions for when all the sneak peeks get released, because we still don't know what half of these animatronics do or what their audio sounds like. We do have a leaked audio that was isolated for Betty Sharpe, which is an animatronic that I'm going to show in a second, but other than that, we don't have anything else. Here is Bag of Bones, which I believe is really similar to Tombstone Terror. It's back in the testing lab, right next to Mr. Dark, as you can see right here. Is his hand up underneath the word bones. You can see his hand. Yeah. right next to little Skelly Bones, which you can see he is crouching down and covering his face. So, this is Bag of Bones, which I believe is a radioactive skeleton bag, or something, because it has a green light, and I'm pretty sure the skeleton pops up out of the bag, probably says some scary phrase, and then just goes back in. Here is Reagan, who is actually a pretty cool animatronic, is once again activated by that lever, you see. See Mr. Dark over there, past the pillar, but Reagan actually turns her head all the way around and projects an image of the demon from The Exorcist onto the wall. And the mirror on the wall actually comes with her. And it says, note, part BL2 should be, well, I can't really read it because this image is too blurry, but it basically says, to summarize for you guys, that it should be placed on the wall directly behind Reagan so that the projection falls directly on the mirror. That's basically what it says. I don't know how I feel about this prop. I'm not too excited for it, but we'll have to see how it is in store. Alright, our final prop here is Betty Sharpe, who is from the testing lab, merchandising. We actually see Jumping Spider right next to her. Betty Sharpe has a wide grin on her face, and she's like this little girl holding a bloody knife and a sack, and I believe that she is actually the sister of Mommy's favorite, and that the lore is that she killed off Mommy's favorite to become the new Mommy's favorite. So, Spirit is starting to incorporate lore into their animatronic backstories, which I think is really cool, and I just like that. So, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed my little thoughts on all the new animatronics. And that's basically it, so I'll see you guys next time.